now that I've put you through that. All right. Welcome to year 13 to the largest indoor steampunk convention in America and the oldest. By now you know that there's a lot of styrofoam in this hotel. I'm going to start with the thanks because I had a team that really worked really hard. First off, I want to thank Travis. Where are you, Travis? Travis Furte? I can't see you. He cut everything on his CNC machine for us. Everything. Lynn Marie Neufeld was helping with a lot of the background stuff, and she will be doing the makeup when you meet the mummy tomorrow. Tony, of course, is Tony. He's the new me. I want to thank Wanda Crisoi Martin for doing some of the costumes for us. Where are you, Wanda? One. Back there? As she waves. My son and his friends for helping and making sure that we are where we're supposed to be and everything is run well. Where are the boys? You can wave. There are the boys. Yeah, they're waving. Betty and Tiffany Malone, I can't thank you enough. You have been with me for years. Literally, for years. They come over in the middle of the summer. They come over in early fall, they come over in fall, they come over now in early winter, and painted, and painted, and painted, and painted, and painted. I do not want to see what their house looks like with gold glitter right now. Gayla Grease and Nancy Kugel, where are you? Nancy is the one who detailed all the statues and the walls. Gayla helped by creating, she did that, and also with painting, she also did a lot of the things you will see, and the rest of you will see on Sunday, in the burial chamber escape room, that made everything look very real. I also want to thank Tyler Peterson for printing up some of the 3D objects I needed, and to Mike Gazda, Dr. Mike, so when you see them, you will see why he made them look absolutely real. They are still plastic, but they're very real looking. And I want to thank him for that. So you can give him a round of applause. I want to thank Karen Jensen for once again showing up and helping me, and the entire Ritchie family, including the little kids, for coming in and helping with registration as they always do and run it perfectly. Lance and Amy Larson for designing and making the escape room. Where are they? Here they are. Probably the most technically advanced escape room any steampunk convention has ever seen in the world, but yeah, including Wednesday the Camel. Elise and Charlotte Winkle, where are you? Are they here? Elise played the Sandwich. Oh, come on. And Charlotte is one of the Hawthorns. And then I want to thank all the Hawthorns. That includes Everett, Karen, Will, and Deb. So I want to thank all of them. Jordan Innes is new. She's playing Margaret. And of course, my son is playing Dr. Withington's assistant, who is, of course, played by Heath Howes. But we all know who that is. Yeah, okay, yeah. He's so swarmy.
That's awesome.
May the sands of 1,000 perils live in your armpits. Someone sent me something about a month ago and it said, "We are still swarm." Well, we still are, we think, but we're still swarm. It was funny. It was like, okay, gasp. Noah Erisman, you have not met yet. He will be the mummy tomorrow. And he starred in some productions here locally, and he was in the production I did the design for the Disney show that we did in some prairie, The Descendants. So he will be here. I want to thank Vic and his crew and all the tea people who helped. I want to thank Eduardo Costel for doing the website and making it work on every damn platform you could possibly shake a stick at. You pretty much can use it on anything and it'll work. The guy is a phenomenal designer. He listens to me very carefully and he implements every little tiny thing he can, and he makes things work, and he does a wonderful job. So I want to really thank him. And for Sarah Costel, his wife, who has to put up with me going, "Oh my God, it's 10 o'clock and something isn't right, can we fix it?" Because that's what happened a lot in the last 4 weeks. So,
Your Majesty.
Hold on one sec. Okay, yes.
You have forgotten someone of great import, and I'd like to take a moment and invoke papal privilege.
Papal privilege?
Thank you. Now, for those of you that know the current condition, standing is very painful. I need new hips, ones that swivel. But there is someone in this room that seems to get overlooked at times. And we have a handful of people who cause this one person such great discomfort that he tends to forget there's 900 of us that just love the dickens out of him. And I've always thought it would be really fun. How many people know Bye Bye Birdie? So if you would, let's recognize somebody. Now, I'm gonna indulge myself a little bit. Eric, this is 13 years. And I've been here for 8. I missed 1 year because my father died. That's the only reason I didn't make it. And there was 1 year that shall not be named. You know, we endured all of that, but you know what really made that year totally suck? We didn't have TeslaCon. And if we're not careful and take care of this individual, we may lose that. And that would be tragic is an understatement. For those of us who are involved in the steampunk world, this person has single-handedly lifted it beyond measure. So, I hate singing, I'm not good at it, but we love you, Bobbins. Oh yes we do. We would not have TeslaCon if not for you. There's a reason we're blue, the thought of losing you. So, a standing ovation is not enough. Let this guy know. There's the dirty dozen that cause you strife. And because of your heart is so big, you agonize over them. But remember, the 900 of us out here just love the... I'm watching my language. So, we love you.
Now can I take off my hat?
Yes, you can take off your mitre.
Oh, here's the fun part.
I'm a teacher, we know those words.
I'm setting off the fire alarm.
It's called a papal backup. All right, I didn't know that was happening, so we'll leave it at that. Well, I will, because this is next on my list. So November 7th to 10th next year will be TeslaCon 14. Right after the election. So some will be happy, some won't, but we're all gonna just drink away everything, right? I figure, why the hell not? I made a promise to some people, this was a while ago, almost 10 years ago. Well, over 10 years now. A group came up to me and they said they really, really wanted some repeat things. And I was like, it's hard to repeat our storylines because everything changes, as all of you know. And Lynn Marie, where are you, sweetie? I can't see a damn thing because, okay. Was the first one I told about the idea. And she giggled and she said, I think this would really be fun. And I wanted to do something that brought in some pop culture, but also was ridiculous and stupid and silly, and of course, right up our alley. So I've been cultivating, and I met a guy who is an actor in LA who professionally does something, and he's very, very, very good at it. So as part of the Mystery of Kraken Island next year, we will have our very own perfect, and I do mean perfect, because he looks like him and he sounds like him. Captain Jack Sparrow right here all weekend. That's just the first thing. I wanted to do something so silly and funny, but I wanted to repeat something. So I made a call, and I talked to Ed Bounds, and we will have the dinosaurs returning. Not only will the dinosaurs be returning, they will be all new. They are all new animatronics, including, he says he has it now, I haven't seen it. It's a 30-foot brontosaurus. A baby. He wants to do a necktie contest to see where it should go. We will have tea with the T-Rex for sure. Photo opportunities. Mr. Kolig will have fun with that one, huh? Luckily, I saved that giant gallon-sized coffee cup. So many people wanted it, and it was because a few people over the years would write to me and say, you know, the best time I ever had was with those dinosaurs. And I said, why is that? And they said, it brought back all my childhood memories. All my childhood dreams. And they said it was the first time they felt everything was real. Ed promises they're going to be even more real this time. He has been so kind. They're expensive. Why we need to sell tickets. But he's going to bring them. He wants to bring one you can ride. I don't know how we're going to quite do that here, but we'll see what we can first off arrange. Now, the reason some of the VIP tickets are called what they are is the Beastie ticket is not the Kraken. No, the Beastie ticket is what Jack Sparrow refers to as the dinosaurs. It's a beastie. And we're going to have so much fun with that. But a lot of you have had questions, and I'll quickly try to answer a lot of them in about the next 4 minutes. The theme is the mystery of Kraken Island. Now, the largest surprise I won't tell you. There's still one more surprise at the end of it. It is an island with 5 rings, with a volcano in the center. If you want to do your homework, the missing fleet of 1715 is the main part of the story, which is real. But, in true TeslaCon fashion, we take history and flip it upside down, spin it around and kick it in the butt, and there it goes. So, in 1712, the British were sailing from Port Royal with gold for King William, and the Spanish stole it, only to be taken to Cuba and taken back in 1715 and then lost at sea. Until something happens, which you'll have to wait to find out. And I will be sending Dr. Witherington and Dr. Jones back out again in a whole new way. We're going to encounter a lot of different things. Now, a lot of people have asked for this particular theme, not the tropics, not the Caribbean, but we had to figure out a story. You wanted a temporal story. So a kraken is never ending. They're big, they're nasty, they have sharp teeth, they ink. But the island he inhabits is a temporal island. So anything stuck there that has been killed or living is stuck in time. That includes people abandoned there by their boats who could swim to shore before they were killed, like a Roman senator, a Viking named Sven, who learns English from Jack Sparrow. Yes, it gets funnier. Oh yes. And several cavemen, which you'll all meet. It's sort of like a Rankin Bass cartoon come to life, but with no Rudolph. And you're going, what the hell is he talking? Trust me, it all will make sense. It's goofy. How many of you remember a Nickelodeon show called Mysteries of the Hidden Temple? How many watch that one religiously? But you've seen it. What? Silver snakes. Well, we're going to have our very own Olmec here. The largest puppet we've ever made. We think he'll have to be about 7 feet tall. And he will talk, and he will give the instructions for the new competition games next year. Followed by the rock crabs. I'll show all this on Sunday so you can see it. Think of rock crabs as Waldorf and Staller of the crustacean world. I'm trying to throw, people wanted everything but the kitchen sink this time, so I'm like, how the hell could we do? I've been showing Lynn, and she's been giggling, going, oh my God, this is cute. So we'll have glowing rocks. It'll be fun. There's a whole new alphabet you get to learn. This is how it's going to work. You can start signing up tomorrow. The competitions are very easy. Well, they aren't easy, but to understand them it is. There can be 100 tickets. There are 5 teams, which means each team has how many? 20 people. Since there are 5 competitions, that means 4 people per team can participate per competition. You get to pick who the 4 are. Pretty good? With me so far? Some of the competitions will be all 20 people at once. Some competitions will be 1 team at a time. And you're like, well, what's going to happen? Simple. Everything is color-coded, so you get to dress up in your favorite Hogwarts-style costumes, but for the salty krakens, the royal seahorses, the dapper sharks, the ghostly pirates, or... what is it now? Is it the dapper T-Rexes, I think. The dapper T-Rexes. And so they all have different colors. The T-Rexes are sort of teal, the seahorses are golden green, the kraken is sort of a magenta with purplish teal. It gets really goofy. The pirates are simple. They're blood red with purple, deep purple. You all get flags. It'll be just like going to the giant games in Scotland, but you get to wave your thing and watch your teammates make complete fools of themselves for 3 minutes, which is what everybody wants to watch, right? So we'll do that, and then that'll be part of it. There's going to be a lot more I have planned, but right now I can't tell you at all because we're still trying to just work out all the logistics. Yes, it will be busy. Yes, you will have a ton to do. And yes, you'll be busy from Thursday afternoon to Sunday afternoon, I promise. You're going to get your money's worth again. Well, especially if you have dinosaurs nipping at your butt in the halls, you're going to have lots of them. I've arranged it with Ed. He wants to also do some kind of charity work, so we're going to have some children who have never been able to come to TeslaCon and that. We're going to do a special show for them on Saturday morning in here. And I okayed that. We're going to try to get a hold of some people and try to do a show for local families and the children. We'll do that because most of you will be having a hangover from the night before, so I figured 9 to 11 won't be too bad. And then we can do that. And then we will have contests and absolutely insane time with Jack Sparrow in the hallways. And he will be very approachable. He's very good at this stuff. That's what he does. Every time he goes to Disneyland, he gets stopped for autographs. He's like, no, really, I'm not him. All right, an autograph. He's fun. Janty is a lot of fun. So if you have pirate friends, I'm just going to warn you right now, it isn't quite what you think. It isn't live pirates. All these pirates are going to be dead. They've all died when the Kraken sinks their ships. They're like, yarg, we've been sitting here for over 200 years. What on earth for? We're dead. We can't do anything. So you get the idea. And Jack, of course, is like, they aren't exactly really fun people, are they? You get the idea now of what we're going to go for. So, and of course, Sven has absolutely no idea what's going on in the world. We're trying to make a food based on something he does in the story, which I hope we can do. Okay, for people who like really weird exotic foods, is there anything like a coconut tortilla? I'm trying to find something made of coconut that we could wrap mangoes in, because the joke will be, and he's like, I really miss lefse with herring.
No, lutefisk.
Or lutefisk, yeah? Yeah? What are you eating? Coconuts with mangoes stuffed in them. So you get the idea. I thought it would be fun. I'm going to have Sarah Camerata come up, try to come up with some drinks based on that one. So we'll see what we can come up with. Anyway, there you go. That's next year. I promised you something that no one else could do, and that is what we're going to do it. Weird as that is. Directly after this, we will have the fashion show. After this, too, they will open it up. You can go in and see the art show and see who has won. I do need some help, though, from you this coming year. We want to make sure we get enough things in the competition, so I did include something for children next year. We are going to have another big Lego building contest. This time it's called the Leviathan competition, and you get to make your own giant Lego sea monster. Yeah, that'll be fun, won't it? People are giggling up here. So I've had trouble with my computers. Sorry, I have. It's so you understand, my computer is 12 years old, which Fixer's husband built for me that long ago. And my IT guy goes, you know, you really need a new computer. Yeah, I know that, yeah. So we're getting one at a quarter of the cost that they paid for that one that's 5 times faster, of course. But until I do, I'm sort of stuck with this one. It has been horrible trying to get files to burn off. But I was able to get some, and so I was looking at the schedule where I could stick it. And no, darn it. I believe I have it down in room 2, 9 a.m. for my costume panel. So if you want to come to that again, there were about 35 people. I'm sorry it didn't work, but I've offloaded it now. So we're going to try it again, and I believe that is tomorrow morning. Okie doke, makes sense? Room 2. We got a full day. I mean, this is TeslaCon, remember, it's packed from morning to night. So, of course, there are parties this evening. Remember, IDs. We're doing very well with the ticket sales. I do want to thank everyone. We will have it open tomorrow morning, and you can also sign up for the new competitions tomorrow morning. The only thing is we have to have equal numbers on all teams. So, knowing that, just so you know, that's why we're going to shoot for 20 on each team. And we'll be building all kinds of new stuff. I do want to thank Travis and Lance and Amy though, but this stuff isn't cheap. This stuff has cost a lot. And there's a lot of time involved, as the Malones will attest. This poor Tiffany is probably, or has a room full of gold glitter from the
I was still painting Tuesday morning.
What?
I was still painting Tuesday morning.
Okay, well there you go, see? So, but it was exceedingly hard because we've never carved this much styrofoam before. And we had to figure a new way to carve it. Because it wasn't just the art, it was how it interpreted the art. And what it was doing, if you notice the big Sphinx one we have, there's a cut line and then there's a piece and a cut line. We had to make it so it just did a complete cut line. We went through a lot of foam. A lot of foam. So, yeah, this was a little of a wake-up call for us on how to make things. How many of you have enjoyed it so far, though? I want to thank you all for coming. I want to thank my friends. I want to thank my family. Jordan. My mom and dad usually like to come for this thing, but they are now 91 and 92. And so my dad is starting cancer therapy this week, coming up. So I'm going to be busy for 4 months. And I got to take care of them. So this is going to be sort of my downtime. After Christmas, and then I pick up teaching again in January, which I've been having a lot of fun with. My students call me Professor Grandpa, which is making me feel pretty good. 2/3 of my class switched into my new class too, which made me feel really good, because none of them had to take it. So that made me feel really good. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it so far. I know there's a lot to do tonight. Remember that the Jewels of the Desert Moon will be performing in the tea room tomorrow at noon for a few minutes, and then they will teach it, but you can also get your free henna. And the dealer's room, of course, has been very busy, but get in early so you can get things before they sell out. In here tomorrow morning at 9:45, I'd like to see everybody, but we'll see who's still up and awake, but because then you get to see how the mummy comes to life. And we're going to do that, and that will be fun. And then the rest of the day he gets to do things. So I'm going to warn you on one thing. I'm going to get some, I don't know how much I have, but yes, you should have a roll of toilet paper with you to do the mummy competition. That's what it's for. But I'll bring as much as I can. I know the Marriott's going to be, why do we have to have 100 more rolls of toilet paper going to all these rooms? Because they're bouncing down the hall. So, but I hope you are enjoying yourselves. I hope everybody is having fun. I hope you had fun at the dinners. And then there's a ton of new stuff coming tomorrow. So I want to thank you all. I want to thank my friends. I want to thank all the people who've been so supportive and all the volunteers. You do mean the world to me. Thank you. Have a good night. We'll see you soon. Oh, wait. Wait. Now, hold on. Can Jennifer Noren come up? You just buzz right up here.
Oh my God.
I'm subtle.
Bobbins and Cleopatra, all right? So, you ran your first convention, and you realized what it was like.
Yes.
She has told me more than 100 times, I had no clue this was going to be like this. And she persevered, but it was hard. And she's been through some medical things this year. And I knew that a lot of things, she can use mine, it's okay.
I don't need one.
Okay, yeah. It was sort of hard on her, and she's done so much to keep things going in Ohio, but it's been a little too much. But I made a promise to her, and that was, I will help them reestablish the fandom in Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky. We will help finance it. So Jennifer's new venture will be working with TeslaCon. And this is a little bag of goodies for you to get started. I wanted to give you something so it's enough to start a little party, get people situated, and including a beehive placemat thing, runner. So there's a lot of stuff in there. But I think the world of you, and you've been so good at helping me, and I wanted to make sure that everyone knew all the hard work you did, but also that I believe in you, and I think you could do a lot down there and bring those 3 states into the fold again. And as we watch Michigan start a new one also, which we should support this May. So I want to thank everyone. There's also one in Kentucky. Mr. Madrigoria, where are you? Are you here? Jeffrey? I think he has some flyers out at his table. He is starting one. So I just want to make sure that people know that there are new conventions starting. They're not quite near here, but they're sort of. And I know people have been flying in. We have people from England here. We have people from Canada here. There are the Canadians. Got the batter. It's a Scottish joke, people, give me a break. And, but I want to make sure that things continue to our south, because if we all do well, we all do well.
Yeah.
Steampunk has been shrinking a little, and we need to expand our numbers again. So that's why we're going to be looking at new things. We're going to be working with her and trying to get things sort of back where they were a few years ago, pre-COVID. Everyone's been hit pretty hard with it, but I'm hoping things will work out. So I just wanted to let you know, thank you so much. You're welcome. She really was quite sweet to me, and she's, oh, I'll help you with anything you need. I'm like, okay. Where's Beth Gallagher? Where's Beth? Beth? Jennifer, is Beth here? Hello? Well, Beth has been her sidekick since Ohio, and we are going to be putting Beth to work. She's going to be helping us with some of the PR stuff too now, along with Jennifer. She's going to be helping me. So we're trying to make things a little more coordinated between us and make it easier for you guys to know things and find things and blah, you get the idea, right? So I want to thank you again. I'm going to hand everything over to Cap, and I want to make sure that you all have a good night. Please have fun, but be responsible, and have a wonderful evening and the rest of the weekend. Good night.